What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi K20 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest build of the ProjectElixir ROM based on Android 13, and this is the version 3.4. The build date here is 26th December 2022, so you can say this is a Christmas build, Christmas kind of logo and stuff on the ProjectElixir icon. And even if you take a quick look at the stock wallpaper, this is how it looks like. Of course it has this ProjectElixir Christmas kind of look. So yeah, pretty beautiful looking UI I would say overall. But let me show you the about section and how it looks like. By the way, if you want to flash this ROM on your device, you can get the guides from the description, and the same build will be available for the other devices too, like the Redmi Note 7 Pro, Redmi Note 10 Pro and stuff. And the features overall should be similar, but yeah, there are some device specific features which are different from device to device. Today in this video I'm going to be showing you K20 Pro's ProjectElixir ROM latest build. On the top you are getting the stock wallpaper that you are using. It will show up over there, and we have this ProjectElixir written right here. And here you can see this device is officially supported by the ProjectElixir team, and the ROM is maintained by Pallav J. Parekh. So huge thanks to the developer for this amazing ROM. And again, the Android version is Android 13, and if you make this clock to 1 o'clock, you will see the Android 13 Easter eggs, and here you will see these kind of emojis appear if you keep tapping and holding on it. Pretty beautiful. And we have the security patch as latest of December 5th 2022. The ROM version is again 3.4. The Soviet star kernel is present by default here. SNX status shows as enforcing, and again the build date here is 26th December. In the system settings, this is how it looks like. We are also getting a ProjectElixir updater which looks like this. I would say this is looking pretty beautiful, and we also have this install from storage and about kind of section. In the gestures we have the swipe direct screenshot, and that is actually working fine. We have the share, edit, delete and the Google Lens, and even the capture mode feature. Then we have this double tap. This is just for the ambient display kind of thing. And in the system navigation gestures we have the settings. Here we can adjust the pill length, the full screen gestures you can enable, back gesture, haptic, and the swipe to invoke assistant you can enable or disable. And yes, it is obviously working fine. 2 button and 3 button navigation both are there. Then we have the press and hold power button kind of actions. We have the power menu and the digital assistant. Then we have the quickly open camera. Then if you scroll down more, we have the one-handed mode that is actually working fine. In the pop-up camera settings, we get a camera calibration option. Then we have the pop-up camera sound effects. Now talking about the home screen, this is how it looks like, and I have definitely customized it a little bit as my liking. But yeah, to the left of the home screen, we are getting the Google's Discover page. The UI is pretty smooth, I would say. And here, let me show you which launcher is this. So this is a quick step launcher present by default. And by the way, this is how the recent panel looks like. We have the screenshot, the lens and the clear all option. Then the lock app option is also there. On the bottom, it shows the RAM usage. Let me show you in the mist settings, we are getting the use taskbar, allow home screen rotation, then the hidden and protected apps option. In the suggestions, we can disable the suggestions, of course. The background blur depth, you can actually customize that. And in the recents, we have the show memory info, scroll vibration, background opacity. We have the screenshot, lock app, then the lens and other options. And here in the app drawer, we have the themed icons, in the enable app drawer search bar, the row height and the background opacity you can also customize, including with the icon labels in drawer. In the home screen settings, we have multiple things like the lock layout, then the dark status bar, add app icons to the home screen, then the double tap to sleep anywhere in the home screen is there. Wallpaper scrolling and zooming, we have the at a glance, so Google kind of specific features. Then we have this Google search bar, the themed icons, etc. So yeah, a lot of things, including with the hot seat background and the icon labels and stuff. All these things are present. In the icon section, we can actually change the icons if you want, and you can install any other icon packs if you want. And of course, there is a notification dots and the icon size, the font size, and the max lines for app label you can customize. Swiping up will get you to the app drawer. Again, you can search for any particular app, and swiping down will get you to the quick setting panel. Now here, this is how the quick setting panel looks like. That's because I have customized it and I have changed the bloodiness. That's why it looks like this. It looks even better in dark theme in my opinion. Quick setting tiles are squared out because I have customized it that way. Yes, there are a plethora of customizations in this ROM. I'll show you all those. But here, let me show you the quick setting panel right now. Now, only thing I have complained about in the quick setting panel is the brightness slider. It's a lot like weird, I would say. Right now, I am at like half the brightness when I compare it to other ROMs. But as you can see, my brightness slider is really like to the lowest. I'll try to show it on camera, but maybe you cannot really guess what I'm talking about. But yeah, the brightness slider, once you bring it down, yes, the display brightness goes down, as you can see, this low. But once you increase it, it goes this bright. Now on the middle, this is too bright. Now if you want to get a decent amount of brightness, it should be like this. In other ROMs, I have to put it in the middle somewhere, but here I have to put it all the way to here. And also we have this auto brightness toggle if you want, and the Bluetooth battery stats and stuff also shows up for the quick setting panel and status bar. Right now I'm connected to these Bluetooth devices, and here if I tap on the Bluetooth settings, you can also see the battery percentage over there too. You can toggle the always on display for charging and stuff if you want. And we have the hotspot, the screen recording is also there. We have the HEVC option right there. And we also got the battery saver, the do not disturb, Google Home controls, extra dim, nearby share, data saver, etc. Then we also have the de-slimming and the high brightness mode, both are there. In terms of power menu, this is how it looks like. We do have the advanced reboot option, and from here you can directly reboot to the recovery or fast boot if you want. Let's jump into the settings panel. Let me show you. This is how it looks like, and everything is grouped out. You have seen this earlier too, I guess. Let me show you the customizations which is present in the Essence, and in here you will find this kind of animation. Let me scroll down. We got the themes at first, and in the custom theme we have this use black and the vivid or monet theme engine, and we have this default one. Then we have this headline and body fonts. There are plethora of fonts, you should not worry about anything. There are the nothing dot and stuff. All these fonts are present. In the icon packs we have these much, and in the signal icon styles we have these many signal icons, and again plethora of options for the signal icons, I would say, and even the Wi-Fi icon styles are there. In the lock screen we have the double tap to sleep, the UDFPS animations. I'll show you this in the dark theme so that you can see it better. And for the animations we have these many animations, and again plethora of options like the McLaren, Cyberpunk 2077, the Pulsar, and the Future, etc. options are there for the fingerprint scanner animation. I don't use a separate kind of animation, I just use the stock one. But for the icons, there are plethora of options like these two ProjectElixir icons. And then if you scroll down more, we have this normal kind of fingerprint icons, Pokemon kind of effects. Then we have even some red unique kind of looking fingerprint scanner icon, I would say. So yeah, these are the options that you are getting over here. And again, plethora of amount of options, I would say, for the fingerprint scanner or the FOD icons. Again, screen of FOD is of course there, you should not worry about it. In the screen of animation, we have the default CRT and scale, then we have the ripple effect, then we have the media cover art, and we have the blur amount for the lock screen media, and the height, status bar, lock screen charging info, etc. options. Let me go back to the status bar. Here we have the double tap to sleep on the status bar. The icon manager is there, headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons, of course you can enable, and the combine signal icons you can toggle it off if you want, and the clock and date, position, and the chip and stuff you can customize. But for me, I have a tempered glass, that's why it looks weird with the background chip. In some other ROMs, I would say it's not this much, but yeah, this is really weird looking for my tempered glass. But definitely you can customize the date style and the date format and stuff if you want, no issues with that. In the battery style, we have these many options, icon landscape right or left, then we have this icon portrait. But let me tell you, there is no big dotted circle kind of icons over here. You will miss the big dotted circle and stuff, or the big circle if you're looking for all those. Now in the battery percentage settings, we have this next to the icon and the inside the icon option. Then even we have this battery charging bolt color, and you can actually change it surprisingly over here. I have changed it to yellow. Let me go back. We have the quick setting panel customization. Here we have this change quick setting layout. Here I would say I have found a spelling mistake. As you can see in the quick setting haptics, it shows brightness, the brightness it should say, I guess. So yeah, minor thing, like here it shows also the brightness, minor things, but overall you can guess which option is this. Here let me show you, we have the background transparency, then we have this brightness slider style, and you can change it to default or outline style. Then we also have this other options, like you can just go with the default one, and then it will look like this, the normal Android 13 options. But I have been using it with a maybe rectangle, but you can also go with the outline one, and this is how it will look with that. Looks pretty good, I would say. It depends on your preference. Then we have this data usage, the disable quick setting sensitive tiles. Let me go back. In the gestures, we have that swipe to take screenshot, the double tap and stuff. The system kind of settings is there. And inside over here, again, we have this haptic feedback and stuff. Let me go back. In the MISC settings here, we have the disable power menu on lock screen, advanced restart enabling option, and the power menu animation you can customize. Then we have this toggle flashlight option for the power button, and you can enable this with the long press power button toggle torch. And we have the in-call vibration options. Then we have the hide icon of Essence. Then we have this unlock higher FPS in games, and the game space option is there. You can add any game that you want. Let me show you the display settings. This is how it looks like. We have the brightness level, and in the lock screen, we have this allow face unlock when swiping up on lock screen, because I have configured the setup of the face unlock. Here we have the show device controls, and the control from lock devices for the Google Home devices. And here we have the always show time info, that's the always on display. Wake screen for notification turns on if I enable ambient display. I do have that enabled. Here we have the display size and text, and you can enable this high contrast or bold text if you want. And the colors, you can change it to boosted, saturated and adaptive. Then we have this allow window level blurs and the double tap to wake. Here we have the ambient display, and I have enabled the pickup option. And again, I'll show you that. In the custom settings, we have the redimming and the high brightness mode. Let me go back from here, and here we have the wallpapers and styles. In here you can of course change the wallpapers, but I have been using with the default one. Let me go back. We have this wallpaper colors or the basic colors as well. Here we have the dark theme, the themed icons, and again you are getting to choose the app grid and stuff. Then we have the system theme icons. You can change that from here too, and the icon packs also you can change, and even the fonts you can change from right here too if you want. In the battery settings, this is how it looks like. Now in here, I would say I'm pretty disappointed to see that still the maximum battery capacity, the current battery capacity and the charging cycles does not show up. It has the options, but it doesn't show anything. Just notice this, it's just blank. It doesn't show anything. So yeah, this is how it is. But yes, in the ProjectElixir ROM for the Redmi Note 7 Pro, it is showing up over there. But for some reason here you cannot really see for the K20 Pro. Maybe it will be fixed in the future updates, but this is how it is as of right now in the battery settings. Now if the battery temperature shows up properly, no issues with that. And the battery optimization options are there. You can enable per app battery optimization options, and we have the battery saver and stuff you can enable from right here. Now let's talk about the battery life. I have been using the Accu battery app, and with that, just notice I've got about almost 9 hours of screen on time, or even more than that you can say. So that's a huge amount of number. But then again, I have replaced the battery with the original one from the service center. That's why I'm getting amazing amount of battery life. Standby time is pretty great, about 7 days here it shows. So yeah, this is estimated, but still I would say the battery life for my usage has been amazing. Even the combined usage, you can say it's about 2 days of combined usage that I'm getting. In the health section, the battery health for me shows as 95%. So yeah, brand new battery, and it is giving me amazing battery life. So just for amazing battery life, I can definitely suggest this ROM to anyone. Even for Redmi Note 7 Pro, that I can say. Talking about fast charging, yes, it is working with 18 watt and the 33 watt fast charger. Both are working perfectly fine here. In the sound and vibration settings, this is how it looks like. We have the do not disturb and stuff. If you scroll down more, we have the screen locking sound, charging sound and vibration. Per app volume control is there, the screenshot sound and stuff. In the Mi Audio Direct, we have all these preset options, and in here I have been using with the youth edition. The sound quality via the headphone jack is beautiful, and if you have a really great pair of headphones, you can definitely use this hi-fi audio option too. Also, we have multiple preset options. You can choose any of those if you want. And in terms of haptic feedback, you can change the intensity of it, and we have this clear speaker option as well. Now talking about the volume panel, let me show you when I'm playing music how it looks like. This is how it looks, and you can actually put the phone into vibrate or silent from the volume panel just like this. You can expand the volume panel just like this, or you can switch the output device just like this, and from like speaker to the Bluetooth headset you can switch. And here let me show you, you can actually see which app is playing it, and you can control the app volume individually. So that's again a huge thing. And you can increase or decrease the volume just like this. This is how the animation will look. Pretty beautiful volume panel in my opinion. Now let's talk about camera. Well, this ROM has a stock camera, which is the Lineage kind of stock camera, I would say. I don't know what the actual name is, but yeah, this is how it looks like. And if you tap here, it doesn't do anything. But yeah, taking a picture, it takes the picture pretty fast. We have this video option and stuff, you can switch to that. But yeah, I did not use this camera at all. That's why I have installed this Gcam. This is the LMC 8.4. With that, yes, the main sensor is working, and even the front camera is working perfectly fine. And you can take portrait mode selfies and stuff if you want. So yeah, taking a picture works pretty fine, and there are ample amount of details on it. And the background blur and stuff is working perfectly fine with the portrait mode. But this camera will disappoint you as soon as you switch to other lenses like this one, and it will force close. So this is how it is with the LMC 8.4. You can install other Gcams if you want, but with the LMC 8.4 only the main sensor is working with this config. And of course I have completed both the face unlock and the fingerprint setup. And here if you want to see the app lock kind of things, yes, there is the app lock in the more settings, and here you will get a product apps option, and you can enable any app that you want to lock, and you will get even more options like these. Let me go back. We have the auto lock timeout too if you want to do that. Now here let me show you the double tap to sleep is working perfectly fine. If I just like put the device on my desk just like this and just pick it up on my hand, as you can see the pickup gesture has worked perfectly fine. And if I just tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, this is how it unlocks. Let me show you one more time with the always on display enabled. And here if I just double tap, this is how the always on display again looks like. Right now, as you can see, I'm tapping the fingerprint scanner and as you can see, it unlocks. So a very fast and snappy experience, and the animation again looks dope. Here no glitchiness at all in terms of locking or unlocking animation. Just notice how fluidly it unlocks. That animation looks beautiful, and even from the power menu, if you lock the device, these animations just looks dope in my opinion. And again, the ProjectElixir icon I have been using with the fingerprint scanner, again it looks beautiful. So yeah, no issues that I have faced with the fingerprint scanner. Right now let me show you the face unlock. For that I have to just double tap to wake and swipe up the screen, and as you can see, it unlocks with the face unlock. It pops out the front camera and it unlocks. Let me show you one more time. It shows recognizing face, and yeah, it unlocks. So yeah, very fast experience with the fingerprint scanner and even the face unlock. Now talking about the app lock, this is how it looks like. And once you tap the fingerprint scanner, it just goes into where you left the app. So this is great. Again, let me show you with one more app. I have to just tap the fingerprint scanner. And again, it unlocks. Talking about the basic things, it passes the Safetynet test right out of the box, so you can use banking apps without any worries. Also, the DRM info stays as L1 here, so you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos in 1080p without any issues. Well, I would say yes, you can prefer this ROM, but definitely this ROM does not offer the 90Hz experience which the Evolution X ROM does. So that's why still one of my favorite ROMs for the Redmi K20 Pro is still the Evolution X ROM. And even the LMC 8.4 and stuff works amazingly well there. And here, of course, the app opening and stuff is fine and you can scroll without any issues. There is no jitteriness or something. The scrolling is pretty fast and smooth. No issues that you will face with the scrolling. But overall, I would say with 90Hz, the experience is even better in the Evolution X ROM that I have faced. But in my frank opinion, this ROM does not have any huge issues at all in terms of even performance. The overall performance is great while daily driving. Even with 60Hz, I would say this ROM definitely performs well. Here are the Antutu Geekbench scores with a CPU stress test on this particular build to give you an idea about the overall performance while daily driving on this ROM. Let me know in the comments what do you guys think about the latest ProjectElixir ROM based on Android 13 on the Redmi K20 Pro, the Christmas build. Share this video with your friends if you want them to know about the latest ProjectElixir ROM. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KD Index signing off for today. I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.